All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. It is March 31st. We got a few games on the NBA slate tonight. Yes, we got ourselves a car video. You guys know that I'm out here trying to grind and get the videos out no matter where I am, what I'm doing. So we don't have the mic, we don't have the normal camera or the graphics, anything like that, but we are rolling with a car video today. Last night, we ended up going 4-3. We had the two plays with the Hornets. We had a money line and -2, both cash there. The Thunder plus 12.5 didn't come through for us. Patrick Beverley under 9.5 points. We got plus money odds on it. He finished with 10 points, right on the hook there. Julius Randle under 1.5 threes, big plus money there. Julius Randle had 1,000,000 threes, so we look like a big dummy there. Tattoo an L on my forehead for that one. Scotty Barnes under 7.5 boards. He finished with 5, I believe, so that cashed for us. And then the ride of the day, Tyus Jones over in assists. Coming in from, we'll pop it up here, Thomas Kingston, who is a baller now as of yesterday. Here we go, pop it up. Tyus Jones over an assist, cashes for us on the hook. So there we go, 4-3 night last night. Guys, I just said how Thomas was a baller. If you guys want to pay $2.99 a month, $2.99 a month, you can join the Ballers. You get exclusive access to perks, like a badge next to your name, exclusive emojis in the chat, and direct access to talking with me in Twitter and everything like that. We got an awesome thing going on with the Ballers, and we have some video content coming soon as well from the Ballers. So guys, consider joining that. That link will be in the pinned comment. Along with that link in the pinned comment, as you guys know, we'll keep the Discord link in the pinned comment. That is where I explain all my player prop ads. We don't always get to player props in the video, so if I add any player props throughout the day, I end up putting the player prop as my final play in the pinned comment, but then in the Discord, I explain my rationale, reasoning, and research that went into that player prop. So check that out. And guys, we go through each and every game. I give you my lean, I give you what I'm thinking on the game, but my final plays will also be in that pinned comment. The pinned comment's getting pretty damn busy, but guys, you guys know how it works. We go through each and every game. I give you my lean, but the final plays will be in the pinned comment. So it's going to be the Discord link, it'll be the join link, and then it will be the final plays, and I add to them throughout the day. You can always hit me up on Discord or in the members chat if you are a member to see if this is my final ticket for the day, if I'm still adding to it. But guys, we can jump right into it. Enough rambling from me. We are growing, and I can't thank you guys enough. So I really, really, really do appreciate how you guys have been hitting that subscribe button, the like button, everything like that. It really means a lot to me. And you know, we're out here early in the morning in a car in the middle of just a random street in Boston, getting these videos out to you guys. So I hope you guys appreciate that, because I sure as hell appreciate what you guys have done for me here. But let's jump into it here. We have the Pistons 10-point dogs against the Sixers. This Pistons team, as we know, has been covering like crazy. 7-2-1 in their last 10. At home, they are 2-2-1, so not as great at home as of late. But this Sixers team on the road in their last 5, 1-3-1. Last time these teams played was early November, and the Sixers took it to them by 11 points here. The Sixers have not been covering that well. They've missed 3 out of the last 4 games in terms of covering, whereas the Pistons, 3 out of the last 4 they have covered. So we're going to lean Detroit here. It seems a little crazy. It does seem a little crazy, because this Sixers team is so much more talented. But 10 points, I think the Pistons can keep it to within that 10-point mark. They might lose the game by 8 or 9 points, but I think this Pistons team somehow, some way, is absolutely just covering left and right. So we're going to lean Pistons here, plus the points, plus 10. Next up, we have the Hawks, 5.5-point favorites over the Cavs here. Hawks are at home. Last time out, these two teams played in mid-February, and Atlanta won by 8 points here. Atlanta, however, is coming off that back-to-back. So is Cleveland. Last night against Dallas, Cleveland took the loss. Atlanta took a big win against OKC. We were on the wrong side of that one. Evan Mobley is out for Cleveland. Rondo is questionable. For the Hawks, Danilo Gallinari is questionable, and no other major injuries here. I think that this Hawks team gets the job done today. 5.5 does not seem like too much for this Hawks team at home. I know that we've loved the Cleveland Cavaliers this season, but this Hawks team at home is a little bit different. This season at home, they're 24-14 straight up and 20-18 against the spread. They're just playing better basketball at home. They're 4-1 straight up in their last 5 at home as well. And this Cleveland team, 2-7-1 in their last 10 against the spread. They're not covering like they did at the beginning of the season. So we are going to lean, and in the last 2 away games, they're 0-2 against the spread. So we're going to lean Atlanta here, minus 5.5. All right, next up, Nets taking on the Bucks. this Bucks team getting a couple tough games in a row. Nets are 1.5 favorites in this one. Nets are at home. Last time these two teams played was late February, and Brooklyn won by 3 points, so they covered that margin. Milwaukee's coming off that big win to Philly. We were on the right side of that one a couple nights ago, and Brooklyn's coming off of a win to Detroit that we were also on the right side of. So both these two teams playing, we bet against Brooklyn, we bet on Milwaukee. Both teams coming off a win to us. So it's not about showing loyalty tonight. We got to pick the right game here. Giannis is probable, and I'll say this: I think that this Bucks team really has been digging deep and playing really well against these good teams. I'll admit that. They're 7-3 against the spread in their last 10. Brooklyn's 5-5 against the spread in their last 10. But I think that this Brooklyn team, just at some point, they're absolutely going to explode, and I'm waiting for it to happen in a good way. Explode. I hate seeing it because as a Boston fan, not a big Kyrie guy, never really loved Kevin Durant, but they are going to absolutely take off at one point. So I'm going to lean Brooklyn here minus the 1.5, and I think that's against the public as of right now. So that is an underdog pick, even though we're picking a favorite. Guys, final plays again will be in the pinned comment. As always, in the pinned comment. Make sure to check that out. Next up, we have the Bulls, 3.5-point favorites over the Clippers. The Bulls dragged themselves out of the graveyard for us last time out. We said, hey, if the Bulls don't cover for us against the Wizards, never betting the Bulls again. Well, guess what? The Bulls covered for us. They won easy. They won us some change, and they deserve to stay a little longer here. Zach LaVine's probable. That's all I really need to see, so I'm going to lean Bulls here, minus 3.5. Yes, the Clippers getting Paul George back. It could be a huge factor, but it's still really early on, so I'm leaning Bulls here at home. We'll see about the Paul George factor in the next coming week or so. And I think there's a homeless person walking up to my car. We'll see. I'm just going to act like I don't see him, and maybe he'll ignore me too, because, buddy, I'm doing a video. But yeah, we're leaning Bulls here, minus 3.5. Next up, we have the Jazz playing the Lakers here. Jazz, 12.5-point favorites. This Jazz team just coming off of that loss to, who'd they play last game? The Clippers. We just talked about the Clippers too. Jazz now 5 games in a row that they catch an L on. The Lakers 3 games in a row as well in these losses here. LeBron James is not playing tonight. As we know, Anthony Davis has been out too. For Utah, Bogdanovich is questionable. Azubuike is out for season. Daniel House Jr. is questionable as well. This spread is seemingly just too much for me, though. I know LeBron's not playing, but this Jazz team has not proven that they can go and play a bad team lately and drop 12.5 points and lay those points. So it's crazy. I'm looking at the percentages here. 24% of the public is on the Lakers. 76% is on the Jazz. I'm going with the minority here. I'm going with that 24%. I'm leaning Lakers plus 12.5. This game probably has a long shot chance of being a final play, so I'll just come out and say that right away. I don't love this game either way. Even if LeBron was playing, I don't know if I would love this game just because these two teams are so inconsistent. But 12.5 points just seems like a lot to require the Jazz to cover. So I'm going to lean Lakers here, 12.5 points. Guys, that's going to wrap it up for the predictions portion of the video. I can't thank you guys enough for your continued support and just constantly being able to, hit that like button, comment, everything like that. I really, really do appreciate it. If you want a chance of being the ride of the day, make sure to use hashtag ride of the day in the comments. And you guys have a chance to be shouted out in the next video. I thought someone was walking up to my car again. I'm very distracted out here. I'm like, squirrel. But guys, I do really, really do appreciate all the support as of late. If you guys want to hit that subscribe button, I would so appreciate it. We are approaching 9,000 subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough for how crazy that is to me. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. As always, let's make some bread tonight. Pockets get a little bit heavier. Peace out.